We'll cross over to Al-Nusayrat once again, and this time we'll speak to our correspondent Tareq of Azzam, who's joining us from there this hour to tell us, Tareq, whether you're hearing anything at all this hour on when the 8 trucks will be allowed into Gaza once again.
Well, we have got reports that gas trucks will enter the Strip today. It's not yet been confirmed by those who have been in charge of running this file, but according to UN officials, 8 trucks will start to trickle into the Strip by tomorrow morning, as the UNRWA has confirmed from its side that it has 6,000 humanitarian aid trucks are still waiting at the borders to be allowed into the Strip, and this amount will be enough to sustain Gaza's population for 3 months. This is very crucial at this stage in order to containing the spread of famine among families, and in particular among the vulnerable groups, including children and breastfeeding women. So apparently there are still preparations taking place on the borders with Gaza, but with no effective translation for these steps to be happening on the ground. Gaza is still in a very desperate need, as everyone knows, according to all statistics and urgent humanitarian reports being put out by key UN agencies on the ground for an unconditional flow of humanitarian supplies to alleviate the humanitarian crisis. But for now, people are still moving to the north of the Strip, and they are waiting desperately to see 8 trucks entering the Strip, reaching safely to UN warehouses and to completely be distributed in a transparent and dignifying manner for Palestinians, and people saying that it has been seen as a great step to see the controversial GHF run centres in the central areas to be dismantled, and there could be a full restoration for the old traditional mechanism of distributing aid supplies that completely was run by the United Nations and its key agencies throughout over 400 aid distribution centres spread across the entire Strip.
Tareq, for those people that are moving back north, is this about survival, or is this about something else, about the land, about identity?
Well, it's a mixture of survival and their profound sense of belonging to this land. We saw people from the early hours of this morning and over the past 24 hours as well, moving from central and southern parts of Gaza to Gaza City. They say that it's enough for displacement and endless misery. They have been forced to flee Gaza City under a relentless wave of airstrikes and expansion for ground activities that left behind nothing but destruction. And for the vast majority of those who are right now returning back, they know exactly that they won't find the city that they have left behind once they fled Gaza City, but they will only find the skeleton of it. What remains is nothing but destruction. And we have been following all images and reports that were coming out from Gaza City, showing and pointing to a huge scale of destruction, a full decimation for the civilian infrastructure. We are talking about hospitals, schools and shelters have been severely impacted from the Israeli ground operation that has been set to take full control over the city and to reshape the geography and demography of Gaza City. Israel described this area to be as a stronghold for Palestinian factions, and now with the ceasefire taking hold, people started to return there to find only a broken memory, shattered landscape, and a clear sense of uncertainty unfolding and written quite clearly on the face of everyone due to the huge level of change that was made once the Israeli military operation ended and the ceasefire has taken practical effect on the ground.
Tareq, thank you so much for that reporting from Al-Nusayrat in Gaza.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.